Hi everyone, welcome back to my little corner of the internet. I'm at a playground today because I decided I want to have more fun and more playtime in my life. That's why I came here today. It's a very nice playground here in my neighborhood, and I sometimes come here when I watch children. I don't have any children myself, which is a big loss for me. But unfortunately, I met my husband too late in life, and so I didn't get any children anymore, unfortunately. But nevertheless, I like hanging out here at the playground. And today, I want to share a story how I lost about 50 pounds about 20 years ago. Because this is not the first time that I am as heavy as I am now. About 20 years ago, I was in a similar position. It wasn't as bad as is it now because I was younger, and my body was like not as old as I am now, and but I was super overweight, and I realized I had to do something, and that's when a friend recommended me the South Beach diet, which is pretty much a low carb diet. You can eat a lot of meat, vegetables, olive oil, what else? Nuts, and ricotta cheese. And it worked perfectly for me. I I changed my eating habits, and the pounds just dropped. It was crazy, and after a while, as they had promised me in the book, as the author had promised me in the book, the sugar cravings completely disappeared, and I was super successful with it. I lost 50 pounds. It was also the time when I finally started running and started preparing for a marathon. And so it was like a perfect get together of good factors, and I was so slim then. It was awesome, and I felt great. The only thing was, especially here in the US, it is very difficult to follow the South Beach diet or such a low carb lifestyle, because pretty much you cannot eat out anywhere. There is no healthy fast food that you can just grab. So I had to prepare every meal every day, all the time, which I did. And so about like 4 or 5 months ago, I thought, let's redo that, and let's just start the South Beach diet again. And I did it for a while. I honestly did it, and it had zero effect, and it completely destroyed me, because I lost so much hope then, because the South Beach diet and this low carb diet had been like my last ace that I had in the back of my hands, that I knew I could always play if the situation got completely out of control. But now the situation is out of control, and the South Beach diet does not work, which is really bad. And the other thing is, when I went to the gym about last year, there was a coach, a trainer, and he said to me, Angela, if you don't change anything, at least stop drinking diet soda, or stop drinking soda. And I never drink real soda. I drink diet soda, which is not good anyway. But so I did what he said, and I stopped completely any soda. For about 6 months, I drank nothing but water, and the results were zero. It didn't change anything either. That's when I really started to think that my weight is not like a food problem, but more an emotional problem. My body seems to be clinging to the weight, and my body seems to want me to have that weight. There seem to be aspects in me that are like sticking to this weight. So I made a list of reasons why I think the weight is good for me, which is like not an obvious list to do, but I thought, hey, if my body wants me to have, or if I'm sticking to this weight, if my body wants me to have so much weight, why is that? And very surprisingly, I came up with like 10 or 12 reasons why why the weight is helping me to, or allegedly helping me to achieve some goals. Like, for instance, as an obese woman, other women don't see me as a threat. I get along with women perfectly, and other couples don't see me as a threat. I was single for a very, very long time, and I had a lot of couples who were my friends, and it was never a problem because both the husband and the wives, they didn't see me as a woman, but they saw me only as a human being. So I wasn't a threat to their marriage, for instance, or my coworkers. With the coworkers, it's always very easy because everybody likes me because I'm like the funny person, I'm like entertaining, and I'm like uplifting people, and I'm like comforting everyone, and I'm always like giving good advice. And it is interesting to me because when I was slimmer, like 20 years ago, 15 years ago, I was perceived differently by people, and suddenly, like, I was approached by men, and like men wanted to go out with me, and so I realized that the weight also is something that helps me to keep people away from me, subconsciously, because obviously I don't do it intentionally. And furthermore, I realized that I sometimes feel not seen, like emotionally, like I am providing, I'm giving, I'm comforting, but who is comforting me? Who is giving to me? And so with my current body, it is impossible to not see me in a physical world. It's like it's hard to not see me because I'm like a force. Like I'm like tall. I'm like 180 centimeters, which is about 5'11", which is tall for a woman. And then with my massive figure, thank goodness my husband is a big guy. A tall guy, not big tall, a tall guy. So at least I don't stick out too much next to him. But anyway, so I feel like I want to be seen. I want to be. I want that. I want my needs to be taken care of, but I have to remind myself that I don't need that much weight to get that, to reach that goal. Oh, and one aspect I also noticed is, of course, it's obvious, but it's related to my biological father. He was not super overweight. He was in pretty decent shape. But what he was like very money driven, and he was very focused on beauty in women. So when I was like a teenager, when I was like 16 or 17 years old, I made like a secret vow to myself to never become like him, which is, I think, something a lot of teenagers do, but I really meant it and I really did it. And so I made a vow to myself to not focus on appearance and on outer beauty, and to not focus on money, but to focus on being compassionate, helping other people, internal values, being smart, studying, like just to separate myself from him. And I was successful at it. I went to university and I became obese. Man, he's dead now. He's dead for a couple of years, but I was not yet able to make peace with him and the way he treated me. So in a way, me being obese is also a big fuck you to him, and a big I don't share the same values that you had. But I know now I'm 50, I should get over it. But easier said than done. Yeah, and one other element I noticed is that sometimes for me it feels like I don't find a place in my life. I mean a place in life. I'm not sure where I belong. It probably also stems from this whole stuff that it was going on when I was a child. My father was married to another woman, and my mom was very young when she gave birth to me. She was like 19, and so I was like an illegitimate child, and it was a big problem in my in the conservative area where my mom lived. And my grandparents were super nice to me and accepted me and loved me very, very much. But still, it felt like I came to this world with the burden of proving my worth. Just the fact that I am alive and that I'm on this world was a problem for some of my family members. And so I felt like I was defensive and I had to defend my pure existence right from the beginning. And of course, food was like the easiest option and always available, like to strengthen myself and to support myself. So as you can see, there are a lot of aspects to my weight, and I'm intending to tackle them all step by step. I do have a great psychologist in Germany. I spoke with her yesterday. She might be coming to see me in a few weeks, so hopefully we can do a video together, and I will introduce her to you guys. She's awesome. She has helped me a lot, and she's like always pointing out how much progress I already made in life, and how many success stories I also can tell, and how many of my goals I already reached. I mean, it's awesome. I'm living in the US. It's a Friday morning. I am sitting here in this perfect place, and I'm feeling good. I mean, in a way, the fact that my weight is my only problem says also a lot, right? I mean, it says I must have a lot of things very much under control, so I'm doing good in a lot of aspects in my life. And it's just that this weight and taking care of myself is like really challenging for me. I don't know. And there's one thing I'm really looking forward to when I'm slim again, and that is flying. Because right now, being in an airplane is a nightmare. I always take an aisle seat. I squeeze myself in. It is so freaking tight. And one time I was flying from Germany to the US, and I wasn't able to book an aisle seat because the plane was completely booked, and so I got a middle seat. And I tried to not panic, and when I arrived at the gate, I tried to negotiate with the people working there, and if they can switch my place, but the plane was completely booked, so I had to take the middle seat. And I go to my row, and there are two guys sitting on the aisle and on the window seat. And when they saw me and when they realized that I am sitting in the middle of them, it was a nightmare. They were not happy, and so the result was, because of course I didn't want to, like, I felt embarrassed enough already. and I didn't want to make their life harder, and I wanted to be a nice person, as I'm always trying to be, blah blah blah. So I took a seat while the plane started, and then I got up and I literally stood at the back of the plane in the aisle, like where the stewardesses are, and I stood there for like 95% of the 8-hour flight, and I only got back to the seat when we landed, when I had to sit down. But it was really miserable, and this is just unnecessary, you know. This is just an unnecessary bad experience in life that I don't want to have again. And one thing that I think I want to do when I'm slim is going to Disneyland and going into a roller coaster, because with my current body I can't do that either. It's like impossible right now. So I'm really looking forward to doing that. Other than that, I mean, of course I will enjoy by being able to buy nice pretty clothing, but generally speaking I like it casual. I work remotely. I don't see clients. I just talk to them on the phone, so I can dress in whatever way I want to. And sometimes like I just wear like shorts and a t-shirt. Most of the time I wear shorts and a t-shirt, and I just enjoy it so much. But also I do remember the times when I was like, when I could go into a store and could pick out nice clothes and they would actually fit. That was really nice. Right now I go to Lane Bryant's and I'm like praying, I hope they have something that fits me. I hope something I like and that looks good on me. I was playing a concert the other day. I'm playing an instrument on the side, nothing fancy, but my husband told me that I was underdressed. Oh, it was so bad. He's super good at accepting me with my crazy clothing style, namely wearing comfortable clothes all day and nights. But so if he brings it up, it really means it must be very bad. So I gotta go and buy some good clothes. But it's not something I enjoy. Yeah, so this is where I'm at right now. As you can see, there's a lot going on in my brain and in my thought. I'm in my thoughts. I'm thinking a lot about everything, because I have a deep feeling. I have a deep knowing in me that if I want to lose the weight, it has to be a everything encompassing approach. And yeah, that's it for now. I mean, as far as the steps go, I did do about 4,000 steps yesterday. I'm trying to do more today so that I'm reaching the 10,000, so that we have a solid physical foundation. And one of you guys recommended for me to use resistance bands. I'm gonna look into that and probably get one and do that. My number one goal right now is to be able to walk stairs more easily again, because that's bothering me the most. I want to be able to walk up the stairs and down the stairs without pain and in a normal speed. Yeah, that's it for now. See you next time.